three, and four. Okay. Hmm. Okay, so what you want to do is to calculate the overall rating. Or before that, let's get the highest paid. Okay, so we want to know what is the highest paid salary. That's easier than the overall rating. Okay, so do you remember when we talked about the actor? We said actor has movie actor. Okay, and inside movie actor you have a salary. Okay, so we want to know what was the highest salary ever paid for an actor in a movie. Okay. Well, okay. So I didn't understand that, but okay. So we want to know public highest paid salary, okay, which will return a double. Okay, what is the highest paid one? Okay, and we don't have any input here. We don't have any parameters. I just want to know in general. Okay, now you can say, okay, what is the highest paid salary for only action movies or only for some kind of other movies? That's fine. But now we want to know for everything. Okay, so for all movies, well, this is only all movies. So we need to start creating. We need to start creating for actors and for movie actors. Let me see if I have anything ready here. So the one that we have, the list that we have is only for movies. Okay. Okay, let's see if we have something else.
Are we making a list for all actors?
Uh, yeah, but let's do that. Let's do that in the models itself. Okay. So we can call this function later. Okay, when we have a list of movies, but inside the movie itself, okay, let's write this function. So this function will get the highest paid salary, okay, public double, okay, like what did we call it? Highest paid salary, okay. So I'm in the class movie, okay. So it's what we usually do. We have a layer called business logic layer. That's where we write our functions, okay, in the business logic layer, and then we call them in the controllers. So far, we were just writing everything in the controller right away, which is not the ultimate way or the best way to do it, but it's a good start. Now, just so we can avoid creating a list of actors, list of, okay, let's write them in the class movie. So now I have access to the list of actors right away. Okay, in uh, um, highest paid salary. So this highest paid salary is not in all movies. It's in like definite movie. Okay, it's in the this of this movie. So see, this movie has a list of actors, right? So who was the highest paid actor in this particular movie? Okay, so get the get the highest paid salary in this movie. Okay, not in all movies. In all movies, that would be like similar, but it will work on all movies. Okay, so how do I access or how do I know that in link? Okay, so in link, I can also use a function called max. So the result will be here, like in the movie, okay, you have a list called actors, right? So this dot actors, okay, this is a list eventually. So this list has those link functions, okay? So the actors, but is not from type actor, is from that third class that we created to break relation. Do you remember? Okay, it's from something called movie actor. So I want to get the max. Okay, what is the max? So the max I want is not like the max name or max ID or whatever. I want the max between among the salaries. So this one, it will return the max of what is the property you choose inside. So here we don't have a condition inside the max. Okay, we have what is the property that you want to get the max for, because you know in this class in movie actor we have so many properties. We have actor ID, we have movie ID, we have salary. So I don't want the max of IDs or anything. I want the max of a specific property called the salary. Okay.
What would the max fetch if there are two same amount of salary? The first
Well,
one or the
yeah, well, that's like won't be. I think it will be different each time, or Max will choose. But in folks, yeah, I'm not really sure about the default behavior. Let me look it up very quickly. But like, if you have a list of numbers, okay, like this way it will compare objects with each other, I guess. So like it will compare each object with each other and it will use the default equal function, which is in the object class. Do you remember the object class? It has two string. So it has another equal function that used to compare objects. So it will return like the comparison between Leonardo DiCaprio and Tom Cruise, but it will compare it in the in a way that you really don't want. So it will compare them as objects, I guess. So you won't really get any good value from it. Okay. So I don't want to compare the whole object. Like, what does it mean to compare Tom Cruise with DiCaprio? Like, it doesn't make sense, right? But if you compare the salary of DiCaprio with the salary of Tom Cruise, that's when you get like a meaningful result. Otherwise, you will be just comparing objects, I guess. Okay, which is like totally unimportant for us. Okay, so instead of comparing the whole object, okay, I want to compare something inside this object, just the salaries, and give me what was the max one among them. So do you remember how we used to get the max before? We used to make a for each, and every time you find something bigger than the max, now this is the new max. Okay, now all of this is not needed. All what you need to do is use the max function and pass what is the thing you are looking for the max. Okay, and this will return the max as a number. Okay, it will return a double. Okay, it will tell you like in this movie the highest paid salary was $10 million. Okay, but it will not tell you who is this actor who took the money. it will just tell you the number. Okay, because max only works with numbers. It will return a number. Okay, like you can return an object from it, but it will be totally like unpredictable. Okay, so return the result. Okay, so what if I want to know? Okay, now get the top paid actor. Top paid actor in this movie. Okay, in a movie. Okay, how do I do that? Using what we've learned so far. So like where, first or default, max. Of course, I know you can do it with for each and like loop, but let's try to do it with link. Now, in real life, you are not forced to use link, okay? Writing few lines, that's fine, but you can use both. Now we are practicing link, so that's why we want it only in link. Okay, so to do that, like I already know how to get the best salary. So now I want to get the actor who has this salary. So I can start by saying, okay, double top salary. Okay, how do you get the top salary? Okay, well, we just wrote a function for that. Okay, so this function will return the top salary for you, right? The one that we just wrote. Okay, so now all what I need to do is to find the person, the object, okay, with this salary. Okay, should I use where or should I use first? So where and first are extremely similar, but they differ in what they are going to return. Where will return a collection of filtered stuff. First and first or default will return a single value. So here, since I'm only interested in knowing, now if you know that there could be more than one actor with the top salary, okay, then you can use where to return a list of all actors. Sorry, why is this double? Okay, here we want to return an actor. So here I want to return, yeah, sorry, I think I confused you here. Okay, so here I want to return just a single actor who has this top salary. Okay, so how do I do that? I can use first of default to get that single person. Well, using the word single actually is wrong because there's something else called single, which we will see later. Okay, so let's say the first actor. So var result, okay. So now this dot actors dot give me the first one, okay, that has what, where the actor a dot salary equals to what, like which actor you want here, the one with the top seller, and that's the condition you need to pass to first or default. Okay, so you pass this condition to first or default, and it will return the person with the top salary. But the result here is from type what? It's from type movie actor, that third class, to break the relation. But I don't want a whole movie actor. What do you want from, like, look at movie actor. Where's movie actor? Okay. Movie. So it's going to return an object of movie actor. What do you want exactly from movie actor?
The actor.
The actor. I just want the actor. I know what is the movie because I'm in class movie already. So I know what movie I'm talking about. And I don't want the salary because, okay, I want the person who was paid the biggest salary. So I want the actor object. Okay, so I want to return, okay, so what should you return here? You can't return result because result is not from type actor. Result is from that third class type. So we can say, okay, I don't want the whole result. I want just the actor in this result. Okay, like look at this class. Okay, result is all of those. That's the result. Okay, you just want this guy, or you can return the ID of the actor. Now, the object of actor or the ID of actor are basically the same thing. Okay, one is just an ID and one is the whole object. Now, knowing one of them is enough for you. So if you know the ID of the actor, it's like you know the whole object. That's fine. Okay, so you can either return the ID of the actor or the whole actor object, depending if you are working with ORM or not. Okay, working with ORM, it would be much easier to work with objects. If you are working with plain SQL, then working with numbers would be the correct choice. Okay, so where are we? Okay, this one. Okay, so you need to know the salaries, so that's why we had to work with that third class. Who's the only class that talks about salaries? It's that third class. That's why I had to work with this third class to break the relation. Okay, but I'm interested only in one thing. So I don't want the whole object of movie actor. I want only one thing, and that's what I returned. Okay, so I hope you are not getting confused here, but everything should really make sense if you tried it one more time, if it's not totally good already.
I'm sorry, you said that you reference movie actor, but you don't reference movie actor, you reference actor.
You mean here?
Yeah. So you said that
Yeah.
you use movie actor to get the salary, but movie
Yeah,
actor.
well, yeah, because this list, look at this list. This list of what?
Okay.
This list is from movie actor. That's what I used. But I called it actors because it's easier to work when it's called actors. But
Right.
it's actually from the type movie actor, the third type.
Okay.
Okay. Now you can call it movie actors if this will make it easier to understand. Okay, it's totally your choice. Okay, but actually I worked with a list of that third class. Okay, and I want to get just the actor from everything. Okay, so you need to be really careful about what is required. Like, do you really want just a number, or do you want just an actor, or do you want like exactly what a list of actors? So you need to be careful of what is the required thing. Okay, a number is different than a single actor, is different than a list of actors. Okay. Okay, what about if you want, let's see what we have here. Okay, get the top movie. Okay, how do I do that? This one we need to, let's write this one. So this is not about a single movie. Let's write it in the movie controller. Okay, so I have a list of movies here. Okay, now the place again is not important. Okay, now we are writing just anywhere. Unless I tell you, okay, write this function in the controller, this function in the class. For us later, we will learn the proper place for each thing. Okay, so please don't think a lot about the place now. Okay, now in the movie controller, since I already have a list of movies, I want to know, I want to return the top movie. Okay, by top, I mean top overall rating. Okay. So now if you opened IMDb, they have a page called Top 200, where you can see like top 200 movies of all time. The first one is called The Shawshank Redemption. Not sure if you saw this movie. Okay, so like because it's the highest rated one, so we want to do something similar. Okay, so I think you are able to do it with the max thing, right? So let's do it and let's see another way to do it. So here we want to return a movie. Okay, I want the top movie. Okay, get top rated movie. Okay, and I have the list of all movies. Okay, so first double max rating. Okay, equals, okay, all movies dot give me the max. Oh, okay, so I don't want to compare objects, I want to compare a specific thing. What do you want to compare in the movie? So m dot overall rating. So that's the thing that I want the max for. Okay, now, okay, return to me, return what? Return from all movies the first movie that has what? That has this
Overall
rating.
rating.
Okay,
Max
so
rate.
return the first movie that has overall rating. Okay,
What's
but
the max rating?
sorry, yeah,
Where
sorry,
m dot overall rating is equal
Yeah.
to max rating.
to max. Yeah, sorry, but just my mouse went there. Okay, so return the first movie in my list of all movies that has the overall rating similar to the max one. And it will return the first matching value. Even if you have more than one, it will return only one, the first matching one. Okay. Okay, now let's do it in another way. Okay. call this one method 2. So I also want to retain the top movie. So a very important function in LINQ that's like extremely important is the order by function. So you can order a list right away in one line, which was really a bit of a work to do it with loops and ifs. You can do it in one line in LINQ. So you can say var result equals, okay, all movies, okay, order them, okay, order them descending or ascending. Sequence descending. So I want to order by, okay, order by what?
M dot overall rating.
Okay, so I want to order them by the rating, just like max, okay? But max was intended to give you the max number. Here it just is asking you, okay, what do you want to order them by? By the name, by the price to rent, by what? Okay, by the overall rating. Okay, but this one will order them by ascending. So from small to big. The default one is called ascending order. So from the small values, the big value. Now, if you want them ordered from the biggest value first, then going down, that's when you use the descending one. Okay, so you have ascending and descending. Okay, so they are ordered, yeah, but they are still a list. So your list is ordered now, but it's still a list. So what do you want from this ordered list? So what did I say here? I said order the list, then take the first one. What does that mean? It will return the max for you. Okay, but be careful when you use ordering because ordering is really costly. So like finding the max is way faster than ordering everything. Because with max, you are only concerned about the top value. But when you are ordering everything. Like you are putting every movie in place. So the order function really takes a lot of time if you have a big one. So you need to be careful when you order stuff. Don't order a list of million things. Okay, you really need to be very careful. But it's a very elegant and good solution for small lists. Okay, so what did I say here? Okay, order them from top to bottom and take the first one, which means take the top one. Okay, and return it. So let's make sure that, oh, this is a movie. Okay, fine. So I don't want to convert it to anything and return the result. Okay, is it clear what we did here? Any question about order by? Okay. So what if we want, okay, the top 3 movies? Yeah, overall, I think is one word. Yeah. Okay, overall rating. But I want the top 3 movies now. I don't want the top one by itself. Of course, you can order by a field, then another field if like 2 fields are matching. But for now, it's fine. Like one field for the order by should be enough for us. Okay, so You thought about it. Okay, what are we returning here? Are we returning a movie, an actor, a double?
List.
Yeah, we are returning a list of movies which contains three items. Okay, okay, so get top three. Okay, so I can do something similar to what I did. So var result equals all movies dot order by descending from top to bottom. I want to order by what? By the overall rating. Okay, but I don't want all of them. I only want first three, and that when it comes the function take. So take is also a function in Ling that takes the number that you want from a big list. Like take the first three. So it takes a number and it will eventually return a list that contains only those three numbers from the list. So does this throw? Yeah, if I guess if you want more than enough, or like if you have a list of five, you are taking 10, I think it will throw an exception, I guess. Yeah, sorry, it's really hard to like memorize each function with each exceptions. When you are in doubt, just search for it. But the important thing is to know the main idea behind it. So here I took three after what? After I ordered them. So I ordered them first, then I took three. Okay, now I can return this result dot to list. Okay.
Mohammed, that
Yeah.
link looks very powerful, and should we use link from now moving
Yeah.
forward instead of loops?
Yeah. Now you can use link anytime you think you can do so. Okay, what if I want only the third, get the third top rated movie? So I don't want all the three rated top rated movies. I only want the third one. Okay, so I want to skip the first one, the second one, and take the third. And that when it comes the work of skip. So I can do the same. Okay, let's take this guy. So here, instead of a list of movies, how many movies you are returning? You are returning only one movie. So get the top third. Okay. So all movies, I want to take three. Okay, no. So after I order the movies, my rating, I can say, okay, skip two of them, then take one. And this one will return a movie two. Or you can skip two, then you can, I guess, choose first or default. Okay, that would make it like really a long chain. Okay.
Muhammad,
Yeah.
use element add.
Element add after. Yeah, you can use element add, but I just wanted to introduce skip for you.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, let's just make an example of skip. Sometimes the example looks pretty strange, but we really need something that's simple and effective at the same time. So take eventually take always returns a collection. So whether there is one item or a list of item, takes returns a collection. Okay, so I don't want the whole collection of take, although it has one item, but I don't want to return a collection. I want to just return the first thing in this uh, result. Okay, so be careful that even when you pass number one to the take function, it won't return a single movie. It will always return a collection. Okay, but like it's a collection of one item. Okay, that's fine. Just returns the first item, which is the only item. Okay, so it doesn't matter how many numbers or how many movies you decide to pass. It's always going to be a collection of stuff. Okay, what if I want? Okay, that's something you can do yourself. What if I want to get the movie with highest number of actors? Okay, so I have so many movies in my list, right? All movies. What is the movie that has so many actors, the most? Okay, some movies have 5 actors in them, some movies 10, some movies 100. Okay, what is the movie that has the highest number of actors? Of course, using link.
I'm done.
Yeah. Okay, let's give another minute. Okay, another minute.
Done.
So how do you know the number of actors in a movie?
Count
Count of what?
actors.
Yeah, so okay, let's go to the movie. So we have something called actors, which represents how many actors or the actors in the movie. So if you want to know how many of them, just take the count of this one. Okay. And now we can either use the order by, okay, or we can use the max, then get which one is the max. Okay. So we will leave this one so everyone can try. But it's like the exact similar idea like the rest. Okay. It's just counting the count of the list that's called actors inside each movie. Okay. Okay. One other important thing is the select function. So or from, okay, so we want only the names from all movie list. So like if I told you return the whole list of movies, okay, if I told you return the whole list of movies, you just return all movies. Okay, this is the whole list of movies you can return. What if I told you I only interested in the names of all the movies? Just the names. I don't want to know. I don't want you to give me a full object that has ID, release date, category. I only want a list of strings, a list of names. Okay. That when it comes the job of the select function. So this one, we want a list of string or a string array, whatever you want. A list of string. Okay. Get all movies names. Okay, so we have a function in LINQ called select, which will project our list to another kind of list. So I have a list of object movies, right? Of all movies objects. I want to convert it or project it to a list of only names, only strings. So select function will help us with this job. So we can say var result equals all movies dot select. Okay, here you say, okay, what do you want inside this new list? Okay, so I can say I want only the names of it. And you will notice that it's IEnumerable string. So you can convert it to a list. So now the result is a list of string. So select is not select means selecting. Okay, in LINQ it means projection. Okay, it will convert your list to some kind of other list. So you from a list you can choose like, okay, give me only the IDs. Give me a list which has only the IDs, or give me a list which has only the names or only the release dates. Okay, then you can do a filter on it if you want. That's fine. You can chain LINQ functions. So here you just return the result. Okay, so select will convert your list to another list. And what are the contents of the new list? It's what you have inside the parentheses, inside the key selector, okay, of the function. get all the names of movies that you can rent with a specific amount of money. Okay, so for example, someone is coming to my store. He said, "Hey, I have $20. Can you give me a list of all the movies that I can rent?" Okay, which means anything less than $20. Okay, so how do I give him a list of just the names of all the movies that he can rent with a specific amount of money? Let's work on that.
For this, should we have like a property in movie that's like cost or price?
Yeah, well, we have the one which called cost to rent or
Price to
price
rent.
to. We added it before the break.
Down.
Yeah, too.
Okay, uh, let's see Saria. We didn't see anything from Saria today. Okay, can share. Yeah, so all movies, first I need to filter just to see, okay, give me all the movies in my range, in my price range. Okay, so we use the where to filter. Then, okay, I don't want the whole object of movie. I just want, I'm interested in the name of it. That's where I apply another function, which is the select. So here we are chaining link functions, first the where, then the select, and eventually we have the result that we want. Okay. So, yeah. So, any question before we write it? Okay. Thank you very much, Stadium. Okay. So I really hope that you are getting a feeling of the whole link thing and how it's working and how it's filtering stuff. Okay, so here I want to return a list of string. Okay, get all movies names with within price. Okay, just like any meaningful name. And of course, you need to pass. I you pass the price, right? So, okay. So then you need to pass the money or the amount, okay, that you want for your list. So you can say something like right away, okay, return all movies. Dot. Okay, I don't want all of them. I just want the movies where, okay, the price to rent is less or equal to the money I have. And I don't want the whole object with everything in it in the movie. I just want me to select a list of names. And eventually convert it to a list for me. And now you can see that link is getting to become our new preferred way. Like, oh, why would I use for each and then convert the object to a name and just take the name? And okay, in one line, I can do all of those. Okay.
Just wanted to say I really like what we learned today. I really wish that I knew this before I had the assignment, not the first one.
Uh, yeah, but you can't use it in the current
I know.
project or something.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's a good and a bad thing because like now I like Link very much. I use it very everywhere, but when I go to another language, like I have to work with other languages sometimes, no link or anything similar to it, and that's when things get a little bit. Oh, I need to do like regular for loops, and I need to order myself or find a library that has some good ordering function. Okay, so it's a powerful tool that makes you really love C sharp, but it's not everywhere. That's the problem. Okay, in many languages they are creating similar stuff that can help you, but I find Link very matured and like it's in a very good position now. It's been around for a long time. Okay, let me see the. Okay, so that was everything for today. We won't have a homework. We can do it tomorrow together. But let's please try to redo all the functions yourself. I'm pretty sure it won't take like maybe 15 minutes. If you are already good with it, it's really like it becoming common sense for us without even thinking about it. Okay, but it's a good thing just to review stuff. So tomorrow you can be